Mike Perry versus Darren Till needs to happen since Mike Perry called out Darren Till and both had beef in the UFC. Now, who would actually win this fight? Well, before we talk about who would win this fight, let's take a look at their latest performances in which Mike Perry fought Eddie Alvarez, in which Eddie Alvarez outlanded Mike Perry and took control of round one. Now, after this, Mike Perry started letting his hands go and did a lot of damage to Eddie Alvarez, in which Eddie Alvarez couldn't continue. The fight had to be stopped at the end of round two.
It's over. They're saying this fight is over!
After this, we all know that Mike Perry just recently fought Thiago Alves, in which Mike Perry knocked out Thiago Alves in round one. Now let's talk about Darren Till. Darren Till has so many disadvantages coming into this fight. The first one being is that he has no experience in bare knuckle fighting. Not only that, but he has not been an active fighter. His last fight was back in 2022 and is on a 3-fight losing streak. The only advantage that Darren Till has coming into this fight is that he is a great striker, but that's it.
Now, here's the thing, and here's why I believe this fight won't happen due to Darren Till being scared to do a bare-knuckle fight against Mike Perry, and that is simply because on Ariel Helwani's podcast, he was interviewing Mike Perry, in which Mike Perry brought up the fact that Darren Till was offered $2 million to headline the BKFC event that just happened to have Mike Perry versus Thiago Alves. So instead of Thiago Alves, it could have been Darren Till, but he backed out. But again, you can't blame him because you just heard the disadvantages that he would have had if he would have took the fight. But let's say we get this fight, what can we expect and how will this fight go? Well, if Darren Till turned down the offer, it simply can't be because of the money. It simply has to be because he's scared, because I could guarantee you any fighter would have took that $2 million offer even if it was on a short notice with no hesitation. So if Darren Till turned down this fight, it's simply because he's scared of getting the worst beating he'll ever get in the worst way possible, and that is a bare knuckle fight with Mike Perry, who's undefeated, has chipped one of his opponent's tooth and has busted their lip and has completely closed the eye of one of his opponents. So in the end, my prediction is that Mike Perry will put a beating on Darren Till and will make Darren Till regret ever taking this fight, and there's nothing that Darren Till could do because he lacks bare knuckle experience. So I see Mike Perry getting another first round knockout.